DeepMind Genie might be the most sci-fi thing Google has released this year. Magic Cube pulls context from Gmail, calendars, screenshots, AI summaries, kill clicks, private on-device journaling with AI prompts. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Unlocking the AI Advantage podcast, and I'm your host, Ramesh Dutta. And today we are unpacking what might be the most jam-packed month in Google's AI history. August 2025, that's last month, lots of updates. It was a storm of updates. Search got smarter or more agentic. Okay, so we at the beginning we said it's agentic AI year. So that's how it's shaping up to be. Pixel 10 debuted as Google's most helpful phone yet. Translate turned into a real-time conversation partner, and DeepMind dropped Genie 3, a world-building model straight out of science fiction. But before we get into all of that, I want to start with something that went viral for its name and stayed viral because of what it can do. Yes, I'm talking about Nano Banana. So let me unpack. You must be wondering, what is Nano Banana? You heard that right. It's a nano banana. When the AI world first saw that pop up on leaderboards this summer, everyone thought it was a joke. But no, it's Google DeepMind's Gemini 2.5 flash image model. Here is why it's such a big deal. It can do multi-step edits on photos without losing character identity. Change someone's outfit, shift the background, tweak lighting, and it still looks like the same person. It also understands world knowledge. If you upload a photo of a seaside town, it knows the kinds of plants and architecture that belong there. So lots of intelligence that went into analyzing around the photo. So this isn't just pixel pushing, it is reasoning with context, imagining AR tourism overlays, educational diagrams, product visualizations, even storyboarding cinematic sequences. During testing, Nano Banana shot to the top of LM Arena's image editing leaderboard, absolutely crushing the competition, beating models like Flux Context by a wide margin. Now it's live inside the Gemini app, Google's AI Studio, and Vertex AI, priced at about 3.9 cents per image. That's cheap enough for startups, creators, and educators to play with at scale. So that's why it went viral. Yes, every AI generated or edited image now includes synth ID watermarks, visible and invisible to keep things authentic. So silly name, huh? Nano Banana? Sure. But Nano Banana represents something bigger, AI image editing that's faster, smarter, and more practical than anything that came before it. And honestly, that set the tone for the rest of August. Google announcing tools that are quirky on the surface, but transformational under the hood. So let's keep going. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the Google search. Yes, that familiar Google search that been Googling, for time immemorial. But August made it crystal clear. Search is no longer about just finding answers. It's about getting things done. AI mode in search is now global, live in 180 plus countries. In the US, it can already book restaurant reservations. Soon, it will handle event tickets and local service appointments. So agents are creeping in the workflow, and of course the search workflow also has the agents. So this is powered by Project Mariner's live browsing plus partner integrations like OpenTable for restaurant reservations, Resi, and Ticketmaster. Instead of you juggling 10 tabs, search does it for you. So it's not about just searching, but actually getting things done. Even better, personalization is rolling out along with the search. So if it knows you learn Italian and love outdoor dining, guess what? Your lunch suggestions will reflect that. You may not always like Italian, that's a different story altogether, but at least it knows that your preference is for that language. So your cuisine also might be that. And here's a fun touch, link sharing. So you can send an AI mode plan to a friend and they can keep asking questions inside that same conversation. Planning is a group trip just got easier. So you don't have to go back and forth. So they can interact with whatever AI mode plan that we've sent out to them. For websites, the big question was traffic, right? How do you attract traffic? So that's a problem, time immemorial, that's always everybody was trying to solve. Would AI summaries kill clicks? Google says no. Organic clicks are stable year over year and click quality is higher. People are asking longer questions, getting overviews, and then diving deeper into the web. Forums, videos, podcasts, all seeing a lift. So that's about the Google search and how Google is actually reimagining the search. Now let's go on to the next topic, Pixel. Yes, August was also Pixel month. The Pixel 10 family launched Pixel 10 Pro, Pro XL, and Pro Fold, and Google called them the most helpful phone yet. Some standout features of the launch: Magic Queue pulls context from Gmail, calendar, screenshots, messages, and serves it up when you need it, right? So it's all combining all of that. It's called Magic Queue. Voice translate, real-time translations during calls in each person's voice, 10 languages at launch, right? So I'm talking to somebody in a different language, it actually translates it, and in my own voice, it actually saying whatever I'm saying, maybe in Spanish, Italian, whatever the language, about 10 languages. The next one is taking a message, transcripts and suggested next steps for missed calls. This has been there for some time. I think it's packaged into the overall launch here. Gemini Live with visual help. You point your camera, Gemini highlights solutions right on the screen. The next one is Pixel Journal, private on-device journaling with AI prompts. Recorder music, it's been there for quite some time, but hum or sing an idea, Recorder turns it into a track. So you could just sing an idea and actually now a track is created. Some few albums already came out and some of them became very popular, by the way. And for accessibility, Guided Frame got an upgrade with better audio cues, vibrations, and scene descriptions. Pixel 10 Pro buyers even get a free year of Google AI Pro, unlocking Imagine 4 and Veo 3 inside the Gemini app. Not bad, huh? So lots of things are being thrown into the Pixel package. So that's about Google's Pixel launch that happened. So now let's go on to the next topic. This is for home. Gemini for home. A new AI assistant set to replace Google Assistant starting in October. It handles multi-step commands like dim the lights. So this is all for your, making it a smart home, right? Dim the lights, set temp to 72 degrees, and play jazz. It can coordinate family life, adding to calendars, making lists, and setting timers. So it's combining multiple things to one command into multiple instructions that can go into calendar and all that stuff. And with Gemini Live, it's more than smart home controls. It can help you cook dinner with what's in your fridge, troubleshoot a dishwasher, or even spin bedtime stories for your kids. Okay, so something that you can imagine, but you want some prompt, some idea. So Gemini Home can come with a bedtime story. So this is Google weaving advanced AI reasoning into everyday life from multiple angles. Now let's go into education and translation. So Translate, the app, got a massive update. Real-time conversations in over 70 languages with both audio and text, rolling out in the US, India, and Mexico. So initially they're rolling out in few countries, but it's multiple language support is there. It is smart enough to handle pauses, accents, even mine, even background noise in an airport, right? So it deletes that noise and then makes it clean automatically. So plus Translate is testing language learning features, personalized speaking and listening practice. It's like having a live tutor in your pocket. So it's a more capabilities are coming to the apps that we already know, and a lot of people use them. On education more broadly though, Notebook LM, which we love, we have done multiple episodes on Notebook LM, now supports video overviews in 80 languages. Students under 18 can finally use it with stricter content policies. And in the US, Google launched an AI for education accelerator backed by $1 billion funding commitment. So it's a lots of investment going into education. And Notebook LM is becoming a key tool to enable that. Now, let me go into the next topic, which is the DeepMind. So lots of news ink flowed on this one this year. So DeepMind Genie. So DeepMind Genie might be the most sci-fi thing Google has released this year. So what does it mean? It's a world model that generates interactive environments in real time, 24 frames per second at 720p. So imagine typing a prompt like a glowing forest with tree houses in the branches. Genie 3 generates it and you can explore it like a mini game. Water flows, animals, they're moving around, lights flicker, lots of animation, all simulated on the fly with one prompt. It's not perfect. I mean, it's getting there, but it's limited to a few minutes and simple action space. So, but as a research preview, it's groundbreaking. And for training AI agents for education, for entertainment, Genie 3 is a glimpse of where interactive AI is headed. And you should expect a lot more advancements, a lot more innovation on this front. Especially, I mean, it could be for entertainment and also for education though. So now let's get into some of the other domains like infrastructure and finance. So in these cases, Google also flexes its muscles and then its checkbook in August. It's investing $9 billion in Virginia to expand AI and cloud infrastructure. That means new data centers, energy partnerships, and $1 billion education package that gives every Virginia college student a free year of AI Pro. And Google Finance got an AI redesign obtained via Search Labs in the US. It now answers finance questions with charts, data, and context. Think candlestick charts plus AI commentary. It's on one screen, right? So if you're into finance, so candlestick charts are the bread and butter, something that I use a lot. But now it's an AI commentary coupled with that one. So a lot more intelligence is coming into that. So some other rapid fire updates. So, I mean, we already covered a lot of ground, but a lot more that came as well in August, right? Pixel Care Plus launched to protect devices. Street View expanded to Nepal. Google Maps teamed up with singer Benson Boone for fun in-app Easter eggs. And DeepMind plus Kaggle launched the Game Arena, an open benchmarking platform for AI models through games like chess and poker. So lots of small things that are also over there, but together it's one massive update. So in closing, so what's in it for us? What does it mean? What's a key takeaway from all of this? So what I could figure out is Google is building AI everywhere, in your phone, your home, your classroom, your travel planning, your financial research. Everywhere you touch any of the Google tools, then it's not just about getting the information, but also getting things done. They're coupling infrastructure with skills. I mean, lots of companies are, of course, investing a lot. And of course, Google is also doing it. $9 billion for data centers plus free AI Pro for students. So they just want students to use. They want to get them going with Google experience from very early on. And they are leaning into transparency and responsibility, watermarks, and AI images. So there's been a lot of controversies around that one. So they're putting watermarks and research previews for world models, open benchmarking for AI agents, lots of these things for more towards transparency. And yes, they're still letting themselves have fun. Nano Banana proves that sometimes the quirkiest name hides the most powerful tech. So it's a lot to unpack this week. I understand it. So, and we focused this episode on, one company's announcements, but lots of other announcements are also happening. So I'll come back to you more with all the innovation that's happening in the AI space. So for this week, so that's it. Unlocking the advantage. And if you like this episode, please subscribe, please share. And of course, you also make sure that the notifications are sent to you on YouTube. So our YouTube channel is growing, so you'll see lots of short videos that we're also putting out. And of course, you know about newsletter, the AI Entrepreneurs newsletter. We do multiple newsletters per week. So please subscribe to that. And if you're listening to this on a podcast, so on your favorite podcast, so whatever you have, so please subscribe to that as well. So we have an audio, we have a text, and we have a video in the YouTube as well. So you can reach us anyway. And then our website is standout.digital, and that's where you can actually click to any of the links and subscribe them. So with that, until next time, signing off, this is Ramesh Dam.